Hello and welcome to today's video. On day number 7 of the crafting week, we have decided to re-roll 260 times. We've re-rolled jewels and we've re-rolled diadems. I'll explain shortly what that means. But firstly, let's talk a little bit about Vampiric crafting. So Vampiric crafting is the 7th type of crafting. We talked about all the other 6 as the one that uses skulls. Normally you wouldn't see people actually use Vampiric crafting. People like using skulls to reroll jewels, right? Take rare jewels and have a chance at like rolling them again. I'll just demonstrate quickly what that looks like, I guess, just so people understand better what we were actually doing. So I took 3 perfect skulls, I took 1 jewel, right? You'll see this jewel is level 91, right? And I have 3 skulls here, and if I press transmute, it loses, usually it loses 15 levels. I don't know why it lost 16 just now, but that doesn't really matter. Either way, you have a jewel here with different stats, and you can reroll with 3 perfect skulls in order to get a different jewel. Remember that once the item level goes too low, I think it's like below level 69, if I'm not wrong, or something like that, then you can no longer get all the affixes. If you have the help notes, you will see that all affixes require character level of 95. Most affixes require character level 90. So if you have the help notes to assist you, me being, you know, I'm a simple person. I don't memorize every single bit of information. I just, I use the wiki, I use the help in order to tell me if I'm doing things right. So you can see here at what level you can reroll the jewels. So I put it back, but this is how rerolling with skulls works like. You can reroll jewels and diadems to get like circlets, you know, get like cool stuff, and that's what we did on day number 7. Now back to Vampiric crafts. Vampiric crafts are, despite being very underused, very strong, and let me show why. The reason is, I'll go D&D for a moment, just for the recording. The reason is for 2 kind of main purposes. One is for Rathma. You'll see that from the amulet you don't really get anything. It's like 10 to 20 curse duration reduction. You get mana leech and replenished life. That's not super good. But on the rings you get 10 to 20 PLR guaranteed, and you can of course roll 25 PLR on any ring, meaning that you can create rings like these. These are the rings that I use for Rathma, for example. 45 PLR ring, all res, and these kind of like very nice stats. So that's how you make these kind of rings. It's used mainly for Rathma, not for anything else. Belt, the same, 10 to 20 PLR. You can get up to 45 PLR on the belt. You get all this replenished life. So really great for Rathma. Gloves are used to create deadly strike type gloves. They're often used by, you know, assassins or mercs, but you can also make them for, you know, for SSF if you just need deadly strike on your character. It's like a nice way to get it. You can also do the same with the Vampiric helmets, give 10 to 20 deadly strike, mana leech, replenish life. Boots are similar to the belts and rings. You get 10 to 20 PLR, mana leech, and replenish life. Can again be used for Rathma. All the PLR items are used for Rathma. For people who are interested in doing these kind of challenges. Chests and shields were actually changed this season to have 20 to 30 PLR, meaning that since they can roll 75 base PLR, they can go up to 105 PLR. Again, a lot of different numbers. What you should know generally is that if you are aiming to conquer Rathma, getting to know Vampiric crafting is very useful. I love the rings personally. I think they're great. I think the armor crafting are also kind of good, and the shield crafting with PLR also can be used by quite a few characters. Generally the weapons are not crafted. The amulets are generally not crafted. I don't know a character that really loves these 2 options. Usually there is a better option for weapons and amulets. So that's Vampiric crafting. We kind of have like an example here of it. I've done Vampiric crafting on stream before, but rings usually give the best like results in my opinion, so I like rings the most. But otherwise other crafts are also very nice, especially the belts that they added this season that give 10 to 20 PLR. Alright, with that said, let's see how we did on day number 7 of the crafting week. This was, of course, not a crafting day, just a reroll day. So we took all these skulls. We had 780 skulls. It's 19 stacks and 30. I just had like an extra slot here for the jewels, and we put a jewel here and we reroll. You can see that we get different stats every time after we rerolling. And yeah, it's very, very nice. Like often you don't get anything, right? Jewels are very hard to hit, but you can get quite the insane jewels. Currently, a stack of stalls trades for 1 high rune, and I think at the beginning of the season they usually trade for like 0.25 to 0.5, so about 1 Worldstone shard per skull. Sometimes they go for less. It just really depends on who you catch that sells them. These skulls, like you can see that like most of them are just, you feel like they're getting wasted. We had a visual bug where you don't see that I'm actually using the skulls, but it kind of resolved itself after a little while. So it looks like I'm just wasting them. We haven't hit anything in like, you know, 150, like 30 rerolls or something. But that's pretty normal. These things do take time till you get any hit that is like significant normally. So, you know, don't get stressed if you don't hit anything with 150 skulls or 300 skulls. These things happen. And just keep going, keep believing that you'll hit something. We had like a small hit there with like 7 FHR minus requirement and ED, but we kept going. We were looking for something big. And I'll show the results like in a moment. I believe I this time actually bothered like slowing down the part that was like the big first find. So we got 35 ED, 10 to 14 damage. That's a pretty solid hit. Definitely a useful jewel. I'm already kind of excited because I know what's coming, but you guys, I guess, think like nothing's happening. And here we go. We have... Oh, no, sorry. I try to time it. I didn't know exactly when it's going to happen. Oh, it's at the end of this row, at the end of this row. Okay, okay. So we go ahead and put in a jewel to reroll. And we reroll it again, and over here you can see, and on my reaction you can probably see, absolutely lost it. This is 38 enhanced damage, 19 to minimum damage, 12 to maximum damage jewel. If you combine the value of every single stack that we had, 19 stacks, assume it's 19 high runes, or 19 and a half, because we had like another half a stack. This jewel alone would be worth a lot more than that. So that's kind of just to show how you can make value by re-rolling jewels. And kind of like just yeah, I was like stuck on this jewel for like a while. I was just shocked that we hit something so big. But yeah, this is basically how you make a currency by re-rolling jewels. We went back to re-rolling, and you'll see that slowly we ran out of jewels, and that's fine because the jewels are not the only thing you can re-roll or should re-roll. With skulls, you can reroll almost anything, really. And the second thing we wanted to reroll, we had like about 30 rerolls left, I think, or maybe 20 something, is Diadems, circlets. It's better to do with Diadems because Diadems don't lose the affix level. You'll see that always stays level 99, so you can reroll them forever till they hit, basically. And Diadems are very expensive. If you had a good one, you know, the best ones are the ones that you get for Necro normally, the 220 for Necro. If you can get a nice one for Assassin, you know, a 220 Assassin for Mind Blast. These are normally the ones that are very expensive. And here I'll show you the results of our day of rerolls. We had a bunch of like small jewels, 40 ED, 3 to 4 damage, 37 ED, 3 minimum damage, 20 MF, which is kind of cute. 35 ED, 1 to 5 damage. It's just a temporary jewel for the most part. We have 39 ED, 3 max damage, 4 strength, 3 dex, and this one, one of our first hits, 7 FHR, 32 ED, 8 dex, minus 15 requirements. We have here a free life after each kill, 9 dex, and 1 mana after each kill, very useful for Mind Blast, for example, or for Teeth, Bone Spear kind of characters. That's what they use their jewels for. A Barb could definitely use this, Warcry Barb. So all sorts of nice jewels. This was one of our bigger hits, 35 ED, 10 to 14 damage, 36 defense. Very, very nice jewel, and this is the God Jewel. 30 ADD, 19 minimum, 12 maximum, one of the best jewels I've seen this season. So I've been really happy to be the one to roll it. For the Diadems, we didn't actually hit anything too crazy. We broke our best one. We had one very nice 75 PLR, 2 to Assassin, Circlet that could have been very nice for a Rathma. Sadly, we broke it. We had this 2 to Paladin, 23 Strength, 27 Dexterity, 28 all res with some cold res. We slammed Replenished Life on it. Sadly, it had 15 physical damage reduction, flat reduction, of course. And we had this 1 to Assassin, 20 FCR. If this was 220 with the half freeze duration, this would have been an insane Circlet and Send Diadem. So just to kind of show what you can do. If you focus on just rolling Diadems, you will also hit with Diadems. If you just focus Jewels, you'll probably hit Jewels eventually. You can reroll other things as well, but these are the main two that I recommend you do. With your Perfect Skulls, there's only so many of them, so make sure you use them wisely. And this kind of concludes our crafting week. We've spent one day talking about each one of those crafting materials, done 1,000 crafts of each. We outside of the Topaz, which we focused on re-rolling Necro Offense for. We did re-rolls with the skulls as well. So it's been quite a nice week. I hope people learn about crafting in general, what you can do with your crafting materials, so you don't just sell them around without kind of like understanding what they are worth. That's just as a general, a bit of information. The more information you have, the better you will do in the economy. And this is kind of what we ended up with. A bunch of weapons, which we sadly didn't get any good slams on. This included a bunch of amulets that I want to take to Lucian. We have a bunch here, all these like PLR, 2 max, all these like +1 skills, FCR, man after each skill that we got. This like little rare one also. So we got a bunch of amulets that we want to take to Lucian. We made a bunch of rings, very nice rings. Very nice hit power rings just for flat damage. Some PDR armors, some cute ones, 30 PDR, 24 PDR, and 17 PDR, all sorts of nice armors. And our most successful venture, the jewels that we did on the final day, with this being about the value that we spend on all these crafting materials together. So overall, I had a lot of fun doing this little week. This kind of is the end of my season 11. I'm kind of like ending it for stream and YouTube purposes, and we're going to move into GSF. GSF stands for Group Self Found, which will be starting on this Friday. And I'll talk more about the GSF as we're going through it, what our plans are, and what we're kind of doing. But effectively, this will be a soft reset for our season. For everybody who participates, we'll be about 16 people, and we'll have all sorts of goals that we'll try to conquer. And once we conquer them all, we'll be done with the GSF as well. And then we'll move on to the next journey, because that's how we go, move from one journey to another on this channel. And we never stop, because we love D2. So I've had a great season 11. On tomorrow's video, the final day of my season 11 online experience, I've prepared 150 unique analyses. As you can see, I've organized them in a way that seemed appealing to me. I have a few more. We actually have a few more annies, but I wanted to look, clean. So 150, and we farmed 150 and more Tana Wallstone shards. And we'll be doing a big grand blind slam session. So we're going to be slamming all of these 150 annies and see what's the result. This is my final video from the season 11 season. After that, we'll do like a wrap-up video just showing what we managed to get during the season, how did our riches go, how did our characters go, and what our final stats are for the characters. So with that said, I hope you look forward to all of that. I hope the video was fun or educational and that you enjoyed it. And appreciate you all for watching and coming along with me to this journey. We have one more day left for season 11. And till the next stream or the next video, have a good whatever you're having, and bye.